Good day, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Daddy Freeze Live on a beautiful, should I say, a beautifully wonderful, what day is today again? Saturday evening. And today we're doing a bit of politics. We've gossiped enough. Today is a political day. Official Olu Omoloya, APC thug. Be careful with what you say. Okay, be careful with what you say. Um, there is a there is a dangerous there's a dangerous, how do I put it, precedent that we're setting. If people cannot, I have no problem with Daniel Bwala supporting APC. I have no problem with Daniel Bwala, you understand, changing his mouth. The problem is, you are not getting the problem. You people are not getting what the real problem is. You're not getting what the real problem is. The problem is, people do not know where they stand, or best believe they don't have where they stand. For instance, let me give you an example. There are people who love doing business. So they love being entrepreneurs. People like taste buds. It's always from one business to the other, growing. It's exciting to grow her business. But there are some people who just want the end product. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense to you. They just want to make money, or they just want to drive a fine car, or they just want their kids to go to a nice school. So they don't really care about the business, they just care about the end product. Their own is the end product. So they seem to be switching lanes not because they're actually switching lanes, because their target is moving. The way they are going to send their children to a good school is now moving from Labour Party to PDP, or Labour Party to APC. They never had the ideology of Labour Party or of APC. It is what they, in my humble opinion, intend to gain from the ideology. It is what they intend to gain from the ideology that is priority to them. It's like me. It's like me. I want to buy a watch. Let's say my target is I want to buy this watch that I'm wearing. And Pastor Toby is my friend, and he's going against, say, Pastor Adeboye. So Pastor Toby calls me and says, Daddy Freeze, I can give you 5K. Support me. And Pastor Adeboye calls me and says, I will give you 10K. Support me. And this watch is 9K. It's about 9K. I am not supporting Pastor Adeboye because I believe in Pastor Adeboye's thesis. I am supporting who will give me that thing that I am looking for to gain. Can you guys hear the sound on Instagram? Can you guys hear the sound on Instagram? Someone said there is no ideology in Nigerian politics, so it's even easier to switch. I like that. I like that. You see, we are blaming people who, when Daddy Free started the Free Nation, I was friends with pastors. I have some pastors who are my friends. I have some pastors who are my egbons. I have some pastors who are my mates. Any day you see me bend the message of the Free Nation, that day you should fight me. Any day you see me adjust my stance on the toxicity of religion and how it is used to control the population, that they fight with me. Because my ideology is, one, religion is the biggest problem Africa is currently facing. It is the mental shackle of the people. You not see them hold for real life. Just tell them, say they will go hellfire. Just tell them, say if they not pay tithe or if they don't pray, one thing will happen. Amen. Now, to be very honest, I don't care about pastors' personal lives. That's why you not see me come and drag a pastor, and he slept with this girl, and he's a gay, he's this, he's that. Is not my real problem. Pastor, as far as I see pastor like MD of company or CEO, a businessman, and he get Bwala and Bwala on the stand. So I might laugh about it, I might jab him with it, but that I will do a whole video to condemn it. The pastor has to have offended, gone, as in it has to be too glaring. My problem is what they are saying. What I don't want to hear is prayer can solve Nigeria's problem. Then me and you go get quarrel. That is where me and you have problem. Because the countries that are not praying are the ones feeding us. Japanese people don't believe in the God we believe in, and they are the ones feeding us. If Japanese don't produce Nissan and Toyota, Nigeria no go get car. The best, most reliable and affordable cars in Nigeria today are Nissan and Toyota. China is now taking over. And neither Japan nor China pray to our God or believe in us. And don't say there's another thing they pray to. That other thing they pray to is giving them result. Our own is not giving us result. Because God did not promise you'll be better than the people who are not praying. If you want to be better than the people who are not praying, you have to walk. Nothing concerns prayer inside. So those are my core ideology is religion is manipulative. Religion is based on things that cannot be proven. Religion is mind control. Religion is a societal construct. And religion is Africa's biggest downfall. That's my ideology. Like you can see me eat dinner with a pastor today. You can see me gist with a pastor. You can see. Now when I come preach, and I come begin, they say, this doctrine makes sense. Personally, you know, Free Nation, we believe that the tongue spoken in Nigeria is nonsense, complete nonsense. Rabo Shiribiba is utter nonsense. I've seen real tongues before, and it is not what they speak in Pentecostal. Any day you see me praising a pastor that speaks in tongues over the tongues, I can praise him for giving out money, I can praise him for being a good person, I can praise him for being my friend, but I cannot, that tongues will go retire. So that's my ideology. And any day you see me switch the ideology, unless I come with a proposition, I say, okay, after much study, our ideology has not been working, this is the real ideology, or more research has thrown light on, oh, what I used to say before makes no sense. There is a very big scholar that I listen to, Dan McClellan. Dan McClellan is brilliant, a brilliant scholar. Way more brilliant than, what's that comedian's name? The apologist. Wait till me name. Oh, I always forget this name. Wes Hoff. That is way more brilliant than Wes Hoff. But I disagree on the name Jesus. I totally disagree. Because My problem with Jesus is it started with the colonial masters. It did not start in Africa or the Middle East. It started with the colonial ideology. And it is a representation to us Africans of colonialism. My idea. I agree with Dan on 90% of the stuff that he does, but I disagree in that one. Dan says names can be translated. I don't believe names can be translated. And I believe that whatever message we have of Christ today has gone through a lot of whitewashing, a lot of Greco-Roman influence, a lot of political manipulation and adjustment. I'm just sharing this so that you can have a background of it. I'm actually talking about Nigerian politics right now. Coming to Bwala, you said certain things about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then you switched. It's okay. People can switch. My problem is, why did you deny that you said it? Now, Baba, even in court, they come me to say, Daddy Freeze, you do am, abi you no do am. And I say, I no do am. They now provide evidence. I don't say I'm saying, oh, they don't catch me. They come ask me a second question. They come say, you do another thing now. You do this other one, or you know, since I don't know, say, they figure evidence the first time. I now have to backtrack and say, I'm not sure I said it, but if I said it, it was because I didn't have the wealth of information that I have today. And looking back with retrospect, I take my words back because I didn't have the wealth of information that I have today. And then they ask another question. I say, but you also said this. And I can say, after working with President Tinubu for 3 months, I think I'm in a better position to give a more sound opinion. And yes, I did say those things, but I said them at a time when the plethora of information available to me today wasn't there. And I had not done my research as well enough or as good enough as I should have. And I own up to it, and I apologize for misleading the people, the public, and I must assure my audience and my supporters that going forward, I will make sure information tallies opinion. The information I'm giving you, the opinions I'm giving you, are properly married with information, facts, and statistical results. Now, one of the things that destroys us in Nigeria, in my opinion, is the fact that we don't like to admit defeat. I was wrong. I made a mistake. You are not God. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. What we did, they will throw you under the bus. Oh, so everything you say now, you don't know. You've said 4 things that are inconsistent. I'm sorry. I'm human. I made errors. From the position I stand with today, my worldview has changed. Or you can even say, despite this, after examining the candidates better, I can say that despite what President Tinubu has done, I'm still willing to work with him Because in the new light of this information or that statistics or this, that, I think he's a better candidate. Measured contrarian. In essence, you are teaching him how to lie, or what's your point? You are very stupid, and your stupidity is inherited genetically from both your parents, who are stupid because you had stupid grandparents. Only you had 4 stupid grandparents. I am teaching him how to lie, or what's the point? What is wrong? There is no Nigerian politician that has any ethos. They just swing from side to side, including your favorites. You say, why did I mention Peter Obi in my YouTube? I did a short video earlier. Why did I mention Peter Obi side? Because today Peter Obi is ABGA. Tomorrow Peter Obi is PDP. Is PDP and AGBA, is AGBA the same? Is PDP and Labour Party the same? As far as I'm concerned, the only Nigerian that is consistent is Omoyele Sowore. All Nigerian politicians, some more than others, but they are switching ideology because you see, at the end of the day, in my opinion, this is not the betterment of Nigeria, is one thing that they want to get at the end product. That's why I gave the example of Pastor Toby calling me and saying that the freeze, I want you to support me in this debate with Pastor Adeboye, I'll give you 5K. And Pastor Adeboye calling me and saying that the freeze, I want you to support me in this argument, I'm going to give you 10K. And all I want is, I don't care whether Adeboye wins or Adegboyega wins. What I care about is I want to buy this wristwatch, and the wristwatch is $9,000. So now Adeboye, now I go support. Because, not because I care about his thesis, or because I disbelieve Pastor Toby, but because at the end of the day, I'm going inside to get something. So my eye is on the oil. My eye did the oil. I will tell you this story. Now, my papa tell me this story when he was young. My father said, on his way from house one day, say he chop akara. You know, those days, the akara where they fry na palm oil they use fry. So as he was going, he passed through the market. Then you know that card trick they do in the market. No matter how good your eyes, they will switch. They'll tell you to pick the card. You pick the wrong card, you pay your money, you collect it. Who remembers that card trick? So my pakon touched it. He said, which of the card? He can't touch the card. He can't see, because palm oil day in hand. He can't see, say, that palm oil leave a very small mark. That ekpo akara leave very small mark. For the card. So no matter how they switch the card, my papa no look the card, he no look their hand. The only thing when they look for now oil. So when they turn, I say which one? If you all look the card, just say that oil now they find. So at the end of the day, they don't care. All our politicians, they don't care about anything. They don't stand for anything. It is that their personal end goal, in my opinion, that they want. That's why they switch from party to party. All of them. So we coming to bash Bwala. Everybody did it. Everybody I know did it. And everybody you know did it. Unless you can tell me that your preferred candidate started with one party and is still in that party till today. Unless you can convince me. So at the end of the day, it is all personal agenda. It's not really about Nigeria. Well, some people love Nigeria more than others. But at the end of the day, it's still that personal agenda. Only Sowore don't do the same party. Today, na AD. Tomorrow, na APC. Tom na ABGA. From ABGA to PDP. From PDP to Labour Party. Come on. So, is the ethos of PDP and the ethos of Labour Party the same? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Because I know when I go 1 point and see, for me, the two people where they fear for this life now, pastor and politician. I know they trust them. Pastor and politician. It's all about, so for some people it's not all about money, for some people it's all about power, but they have an end game. It is not as much about Nigeria as you people are deluding yourselves into believing. So we being hard on Bwala, the reason why is he got caught. He got caught. That's it. He got caught. So if we're looking for a politician that is grounded, that has said the same thing over and over and over and over again, has not switched to any party, it's Omoyele Sowore, we can't deny it. Any attempt at bringing in another candidate instead of Sowore is, you can't tell me that Obiwe don't chop inside Nigerian politics when he don't rule before. You cannot tell me he's not one of them. He's just like the rest, maybe a bit better, but for me, the only person where stay never touching cloth. Now that one person where did the same party where it take start. Now that one person will never hold political office. Now that one person will never work with any government. For me, na Sowore. And everybody apart from Sowore will talk this today and talk that tomorrow, because I'll give you an example. Obedience that were talking bad about Atiku, forgetting that Obi was once Atiku's running mate. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why are you not mentioning Tinubu? Did I not mention Tinubu? Lori Buruku or Deoshi? Henry Kalu, blinded by tribal sentiment. Have I not been mentioning Tinubu since morning? You think I'm afraid to mention Tinubu? Okay, I've mentioned in Tinubu. He started in AD, ended in APC. There's Obi and Tinubu are all similar. All Nigerian politics, they have politicians, they've all been stained by the Nigerian politics. If you ask me, none is better than the other. It's just that some have managed to gather their fans and fan clubs better than others. It's simple. It's unfair for us to come and blame Bwala for anything apart from denying what he obviously said and could not remember in his politicking. Because if you are not politicking, you will remember what. So that means these politicians know they remember what they talked yesterday. As once they sweet like this, was they cross carpet like this. Otitonia, Otilo. Otilo. They just talk calm. So they could just come, talk this thing to run this person down. Tomorrow they don't join the person. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? You can join us live. Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. I'm going to be reading your comments on YouTube if you buy my super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Like I said, some people think I don't like Obi. I don't like Obi for president when they show. If we are really talking about youth, why are we not all dancing behind Sowore? Why is it this Obi? At least Sowore, you cannot accuse him of using state money to do anything. You cannot accuse him of any form. He has never been stained. Oluwadohi, thank you for your gift on TikTok. Oluwadohi. So, who wants to come live and share their perspective. Who wants to come live and share their perspective? You want to start somewhere, maybe governor or senate. No need. No need. Where did Traore start from? Did not start straight from president. It's all our we. Where did Traore start from? Holyfield, this is your data. We know they work. Now World Cup, we did here. Where is everybody? May Shoffer. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Holyfield, press X if your thing not work. Holyfield, you don't get data now. All these Cameroonians, and I know they try. Holyfield, press X. Oh God, and this is blocking other people from coming to the live. Oh, anyway, I me invite them, so all of you not come and talk now. Una no come talk now. If una can't defend una candidates. And all of you saying, oh, he's supporting Tinubu, is bad. Anybody can support anybody they want. As far as I'm concerned, I want more people supporting the people that you don't want. That's the only way we can have a democracy. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
My name is Manuchinsu Davidson, and I live in Europe. Looking at the whole thing you've been seeing on live, and I've been following your life for quite a long time. This topic, however, is one of them that has actually caught my fascination, because you made mention of your take on Nigerian politics. And I'm one of those persons that see things that happen, especially from the global view, and sometimes I feel ashamed. Now, this is my point. We, like you said, the Obi supporters are all like, oh yeah, Obi this, Obi that. Yes, I support Obi. However, when you say things, if you have someone for someone that has like a level of logic, right? You have to sit down and actually ask yourself questions. Like, truly, was this person running with this so-called article in the past? And if we are being honest, let's call it spade a spade. Atiku is not someone that we can call clean, nor can we call any other person in the PDP party clean. I don't know how many of them are there that are like innocent, but if Nigerians actually sit back and ask themselves what has Obi done in Anambra State that is really on a global standard worth giving to like a governor, because I come out here, when I came out to Europe, right, I see what's common local government level chairmen do for their people, and then I understand that we in Nigeria will settle for mediocrity and will celebrate it. Bwala, on the other hand, is someone that when I saw the video, that was like an insult to the whole Nigerian politics and how we represent ourselves. It shows that journalism in Nigeria has died, and there is no journalism in Nigeria at all. So that was how I felt about the whole Bwala issue and whatever. Uh, it was something that was like an eyesore because it felt like no Nigerian journalists had actually, because when I watch Arise TV, right? When I watch Arise TV, I watch channels and I see how sometimes they pet our politicians, try to say things that will not hurt them. In fact, I don't think it's an interview. I think it's more of like they just bring politicians there to say what they want to say and then leave. Journalism is like dead. And then when they come to international stage where they actually fact check you, they fumble. When they ask them questions, they fumble. They can't even they can't even put up a good debate. How many Nigerians actually even watch our debates? I mean, this is like, we have a problem in Nigeria. We do not have how do I put it? We do not have I don't know if we don't have the logic or we don't have the resolve to like question our leaders and ask them for accountability. Like, this thing you said this, you said this, you said that. Have we done this? Have we done that? Then, how many of us actually do analysis to go through their previous records and bring them before them in a debate and then ask them that these things you said in this year or that year, how many have you accomplished? What were your goals then? And how many of these your goals did you actually win? And how many of them did you meet up with? And I noticed that most Nigerians are not even interested in the whole debate of a thing. So actually, we are not accountable, nor do we want to hold anyone accountable. We are not responsible, nor do we want to hold anyone responsible for their actions. So everyone is just doing however they please. I always tell my foreign friends that if I explain Nigeria to you, you cannot understand it. Because sometimes they cannot even wrap their head around how things are done in my country. When I tell them, for instance, like I go to the embassy and I'm trying to apply for something and I'm trying to collect bribe in a foreign country, like, that's how ridiculous things are. So I think the problem is not even the government. I've come to a conclusion that the problem is a we problem. It's more of a Nigerian problem. We have a mindset where we feel that exploiting others and doing things without accountability and no sense of responsibility is the main standard. The moment you start speaking about responsibility, accountability, people automatically feel that you are insane. That's what I feel. So I feel that it's a Nigerian thing. Like, sometimes, like, why are we doing like this? Why shouldn't we do like this or like that? They're like, you don't want to come out. Like, what are you feeling like? Are you Jesus? And I'm like, but it's not the right thing. So I noticed that even people are saying Tinubu, Buhari, all this. If they give them the same position, they are going to do even worse, because they are like, when I get there, I will do this, I will take this, I will do that. Just give them small positions. For instance, okay, I went to the embassy, right? So I got an appointment. And when I got there, I saw them take my slot and give to someone else. They gave that position.
Hi, gorgeous.
I just joined. I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're talking about Bwala.
I just joined.
David Bwala.
I have no idea, seriously. I have to keep listening then. Maybe I'll come.
Oh, yeah, keep listening. Don't go anywhere. Keep listening. Stay there.
And I'm driving.
Just be there, beautiful. All right, continue, my brother. Sorry. I wanted to get people in the house.
My Instagram, I updated. I can see everybody now.
You can see everybody?
Yes, I can see everybody.
Oh,
there are
awesome,
two guys,
awesome,
and then
awesome.
you and me, yeah.
Go ahead.
For me, I feel that the way forward for Nigerians is to ask ourselves, I think we have to self-reflect and ask ourselves, what do we really want? Are we any different from those that are there? Or we're just bickering for change when we don't actually want change within ourselves? I think it's more of a we problem. We should first of all ask ourselves what we want and if we are really ready for change. Because this whole Tinubu and whatever, once they put someone there, they don't really give it. Like, no one cares about what's going on there, and they like to come online and then text and write things and be like, oh, Nigeria is not working. Meanwhile, each and every one of them that are typing those things, most of them, at least 80% of them, are corrupt within themselves, within their homes, within their families, and at their office levels and every other level they can find themselves.
Wow. Wow. My brother that just joined, what are your thoughts?
DF, first of all, wanted to say I respect you so much. I love you.
Thank you very much.
I've been following you for the longest, and I really, really enjoy, all the things that you've been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, mine is very simple because I believe in democracy, right? And I believe that everybody has the right to support whoever they want to support. It shouldn't be a thing of, because I'm not supporting your candidate, I'm seen as the villain. Because I'm not supporting your candidate, I'm the bad guy. I'm from Akwa Ibom. I live in Australia. I've been here for like years. Gospel that Babi has done a lot, so much. Obi has done a lot, so much. Tinubu has done a lot, so much. And these guys, in my own opinion, deserves to be or run a contest for the Nigerian president. But the fact that we kind of just wanted to just push this Obi narrative every now and then, and kind of just negate the fact that other governors did their quota when they were governors, it doesn't make any sense to me. Tinubu has done heaps. Akpabi has done a lot. Obi has done a lot. So has other governors. Just as this brother said, what are those things that he has really done that is out of place that other people have not done? I really can't even say much because people have done quite enough.
Someone said God's will has done a lot, okay? I go to Akwa Ibom a lot. As in, maybe you can come from the argument that Akpabio had more money because of the oil-rich Akwa Ibom than Obi had. But Akwa Ibom is, in my opinion, way better than Anambra. Way. As in, Akwa Ibom is almost competing with Abuja for road. The road where they get for Akwa Ibom, they not get them for Lagos. They not get them for Lagos. You understand?
We just like PR to sing our praises.
That is it.
If you go to Akwa Ibom, is a different.
Me, I love going to Akwa Ibom. I love going to Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is an amazing place. You can. So, if I were, I don't judge God's will Akpabio by him today, because in the Senate his power is limited compared to when he was governor. Governorship candidate for governorship candidates, I will put him way ahead of Obi.
Of course. 100%.
This somebody from Akwa Ibom.
Yeah, of course.
Personally, I will put him ahead of Obi when it comes to running a state. And if Godswill Akpabio enter the presidential race, it will be a tough one for me to choose between him and Sowore. Obi is not even going to near it. Have you ever been to Akwa Ibom before?
Infrastructure by infrastructure, if you've been in entertainment for a minute, like Akwa Ibom were seen as all those security Akpan and all that. When Akpabi became the governor, the whole narrative changed. We began to get respect as people from Akwa Ibom when he was the governor, because I can tell you for a fact, we were relegated. We were kind of seen, they were calling us Cross River because people were not able to differentiate between Akwa Ibom and Cross River. But when Akwa became Akwa,
Daddy, please let me come back. Governor, I need to buy something from Coffee Bean. I'll come right back.
Somebody said, DF, now what for you?
Sir, can I say something?
Do you really want to argue? You want to stand and argue Obi versus Akpabio when it comes to governorship?
Sorry, sir, can I say something?
Go ahead, brother.
I feel that both Obi, both Akpabio, both Amechi, both Wike, and
you they say both for 4 people. Both now 2 people. They talk like Niger Delta guy.
For me, right? For me, I don't know, but I'm hardly impressed. Sorry to say this, but so to say. right? Whatever Apabio, Wike, Amechi, and the rest have done in there, for me, it's nothing. Because when I got a glimpse of how much money is pumped into the states, I feel they can do better.
Agreed.
I'm not saying they didn't do whatever they did, but I'm just saying that it's just like comparing the devil and the devil's cousin. Like, these guys are nothing compared to, they've done nothing compared to how much was being pumped into the states. If they can actually use up to 85% of what was brought in, what is being sent to those states, sir, I think that Akwa Ibom can compete with like Warsaw of Poland. Like, literally, the amount of money that is being sent to each of these, especially southern states, if they actually put 85% of those money into the states, I'm not sure that we will be having this conversation of.
Agreed.
You see, let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Yeah. As long as they take Obi or Akpabio or Tinubu as individuals and they break the shackles of the average Nigerian who is corrupt on the street, only then can you see that war sure. Because in Nigeria, the people, the average person walking on the street that is poor is still corrupt.
That's true.
So you can't. Is the governor is just one person? Do you know how many times governor go give contract? Okay, let's say governor get kickback. Let's assume the governor is corrupt. My house that I'm living in was not built by the government.
Indeed, yeah, that's true.
When we built it, up till today, we have I can show you my estate group chat. They are always shutting down our water. Nothing to the water, but one pipe don't burst. So they have to shut down the entire estate water to fix that pipe. So normally 12 midnight that's why I have buckets in my bathroom. I have no business having buckets in my bathroom. Why? Because the contractor that they told to lay the pipe, where they give him 6 inches, he used 4 inches. He can't hide them under cement. So they are breaking walls to get to the pipes a corrupt contractor laid. This is not government. This is not politics.
But I feel that, yeah, I feel that.
So if you are saying that the amount of money that Akpabio or Obi or Tinubu used to develop what they used to develop, if it were abroad, they will have achieved more, 100%. But the reason why they cannot achieve more is because they are dealing with the plumber that laid pipeline in my estate.
I think it's the same thing I said initially. They lack accountability. They lack responsibility. So I feel that
not just the political class, from the woman selling yam by the side of the road.
I understand. However,
I say this guy, if you've not been to Nigeria in a minute, bro. Say don't come up for Nigeria.
No,
Nigeria, like that says, man, every civil service, church, everywhere is corrupt.
VM, I know what you're talking about. However, we cannot shift away from the fact that our presidents, governors, senators, they all lack accountability.
100%. I agree.
So if a person that actually abides by the law of accountability steps in.
Let me ask you a question. Sorry, bro, to interrupt you. Forgive me. I'm just going to ask you a question.
No, it's fine.
How come nobody before Akpabio or after Akpabio were able to use the same resources he used during his tenure to develop Akwa Ibom and arrive at the same result? That is how you test. You don't measure oranges against tomatoes. You don't measure oranges against onions. You measure oranges against oranges. Orange for orange. So look at Akpabio. It's the same revenue in Akwa Ibom. The same infrastructure in Akwa Ibom. How come amongst all the governors, past and present, Akpabio's results in Akwa Ibom are legendary? Nobody has been able to do it before and after. How come? That is what we measure with.
It's even better now. It's even better now. They're collecting more than he used to now. But
They
they've
say
not
that,
even done 50% of what he did.
they say that in a village of blind persons, a one-eyed man is seen as a god. Now, that goes to tell you that when people have settled for mediocrity over a period of time, we cannot shift from the fact that when something that is less than the basic comes up, they'll be like, this person has done a lot. This person has done a lot. You've not done anything. Oh. I swear down, you've not done anything. For instance, I had a meeting with the ambassador of Senegal for 7 countries in Europe, right? And the accessibility of this ambassador, the way he spoke with us, the approach, I was like, is this still an African country? Why is my own country different? I went to my own Nigerian embassy, and
you can't even get it.
It's easy to see a unicorn than to see the ambassador. Like, you can easily find a unicorn in the bush than to see the ambassador. That shows you the level we are operating in Nigeria, and it made me spice my country the more. I don't hate my country because it's a bad place or whatever. I hate my country because everyone has a kind of a mentality where they feel that the slightest test of power, they have lost, they lose every sense of humanity, every sense of empathy, every sense of concern. They don't care if the next person dies. They are ready to sacrifice, they are ready to mortgage whatever it is just for their own pleasure. You're going to a DPO's office and the DPO has like 3 babes in his office with Chivita juice. Nigeria. I said something that our problem is not really Tinubu, it's not Buhari, it's you and I, it's every one of us. It's something that has been so
100%, 100%, because the governor cannot work in isolation of the people. The governor cannot work alone in a vacuum. He has to deal with you and I. This our brother in green wearing glasses. Good evening, sir. You never talk anything. Or make we let our brother talk.
Sorry, sir. You please go on, sir.
Hello. Good evening, Daddy Freeze. Can you hear me?
Very well, thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I just want to say something. Nigeria, we keep on saying everybody is corrupt. Let's assume 200 million people in Nigeria are corrupt. If you want to cleanse that system, where are you going to start? If I give you that job now, that if I say today, you've assumed everybody in the country is corrupt, and you want to start the correction of it, where are you going to start?
Let me answer. Can I answer?
Now me ask first. Make I talk.
Okay, I answer.
First things first, I have to impeach myself and plan a coup d'etat against myself and come in as a dictator.
Thank you.
That's the only way. There is no democratical way
that we win
that can change. You have to do a Kim Jong-un on them. Anybody with teeth. See, let me give you an example. And I will make it poor against rich. A poor man steals, he gets life sentence. A rich man steals, you cut his hand. You understand? A politician in office or a policeman, their corruption, they cut their leg. So that anywhere they go see say they be thief. The poor man go prison for the rest of his life or for 10 years, depending on waiting a thief. But the rich man, not the person that has access to public funds, they cut in hand and cut in leg. They allow the waka, they go with in one hand and in one leg. Make everybody see. The day when they want cut in hand and in leg, they go announce and publicly say today, and he go still go that prison. He go still go 5 years, 10 years like the poor man. It's just that he will go with one hand.
Yes.
Because the story is you have to let corruption stop being fashionable. Corruption is fashionable. Being straight is seen as being stupid.
As if stupid, exactly. I just want to say something.
The whole system needs cleaning up.
In your opinion, what will you do?
Sorry. Can I state an instance, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go on.
In River State, I don't know, sir, Daddy Freeze, I don't know if you recall, when they brought up the River State primaries in the previous election, we had an imposed leader on us, an imposed governor. Sim Fubara was imposed on the Rivers people. Let's not forget. This is how I know. This was where I concluded that Nigerians are dumb, right? So Sim Fubara then had no credibility. In fact, the EFCC were after him, and Wike stood and said, "No, what will happen? Nothing will happen to you. Sit down here. You will do the primaries and you will pass." And he won.
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, hello.
Hello, Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I'm live. I don't take phone calls. You can send the text message, please.
Yeah, I see people contributing. I want to make an.
You have to come to Instagram. Instagram is the only place where they are contributing.
Okay.
Can you see what I go through? You are calling my personal number to tell me you want to contribute on a show that you are not showing me that you have not clicked on send the request. I just want to make you hear, make una know what they go through.
You don't like to follow the queue.
That's the privilege of having your number now. This is
no, it's not a privilege. That's not a privilege. That's abuse.
That's abuse.
Access. Abuse of access. No, for real. That's abuse. Now, he was imposed on the Rivers people. I recall how they did that election. It was so when the person that gave you that power actually asked for what he asked for, people were like, "You can't. You are oppressing him. He's such a good man." I say, "Good man." A thief that supported another thief, and they connived to put him in power. Now, one thief is against the other thief, and now you want me to show empathy on one thief? Like, I'm like, make this make sense. They're like, you are wicked. How can you say this? This man is humble. I say, humble when you're a criminal. Have you forgotten how you got the power? Suddenly, they all have dementia. Like, what I remember again and what happened in the election period. I was like, are you guys so quick to forget how things come to be? One thief is angry with the other thief, that the other thief will not give him access to the thing they stole together. And that other thief now said, since you are now doing me like this, it's not fair. I'm a good man. Can't you see I'm calm? Like, how does that make any sense? And people are like, yes. Then when you stood his ground, people are like, yes, you are fighting for the people. I'm like, Jesus, how do you guys even think? Like, how is this even making sense? And
yeah, hello.
When I saw that, I just know that.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy Freeze. Right on. We love you. Continue. Nigeria must suffer. They must suffer in this APC. They never see anything. All of them, one of us will suffer. We will suffer to let the country, make all the country born. Make it born. Right on. Continue. We love you.
God bless you, brother. When I see what my eyes.
I was given access to a position at a certain time, and people that know me started calling me. And I said, we have an order on how this thing works. If you want this stuff, you follow the due process. I will not be someone that... When Daddy Freeze said this thing, I've been saying this before now. Someone that has eaten with the devil before, I cannot trust you. I can't trust you. You have to give me someone that's on the news slate, a tabula rasa, something that's clear, like someone that I know that, okay, you have no tie to these criminals. Because I have seen Nigeria happen to people I know. People have lost their lives. People have lost their family. They've lost their loved ones. People died in the north. Some persons I know died in the north. Some persons I know died in the south.
Bye. Just say bye.
Why in the north? Why in the south? Sorry, sir. And all this into political back and forth. And you're somehow telling me that I should just I should overlook all these things and just act like nothing is happening and support someone that I know is on the same boat with these persons. Even if it's not on the same boat with them now, prior to this time, he's been in dealings with these persons before. I can't even trust them.
Of course. See Bwala, for example. Bwala went online and just suddenly forgot everything that he said. You know, when he was with PDP.
I used to respect Apabio. I used to respect Apabio, right? But then when I went to Akwa Ibom, I was happy. But when I crossed the border and I went to small countries like SAD, I think he traveled a lot, SAD, and he traveled a lot. Montenegro, Bolivia, they are more organized than Nigeria. I mean, these are countries that Nigeria alone can sponsor.
Let's talk one-on-one. Okay. The level of indiscipline in Nigeria, I have never seen it in any country in the world.
I can say the same. I've been to almost 8 countries now.
Nigeria is so indisciplined that during the Buhari Idi Agbon regime in 1983, they used to flog people to stay in queues. Yes. The government of Buhari and Idi Agbon was the only government in Nigeria today that I could say was not corrupt.
War against indiscipline.
Who remembers that government? That's why Buhari came back the second time. He only just came back and fumbled. When he was with Tunde Idi Agbon, Muhammadu Buhari, president, vice president Tunde Idi Agbon, Nigeria was on a path to sanitization or to sanity. If you drop paper on the floor, you go do frog jump. Who remembers that time?
My dad remember.
Then they send army come our secondary school then.
Students when no go school, when they loiter around, they go arrest you. As in when they say war against indiscipline, why? It was not a joke. That's when they started environmental sanitation. Everybody must clean his area. If they come your area not clean, they go arrest you. Nigeria was on the path to sanity, but it had to be truncated. Permit me to say, by one of the only who later went to win the only credible election in Nigeria. Between him and his bestie, Ibrahim, they toppled the Buhari Idi Agbon government for personal reasons. Because Idi Agbon sees, because these people are friends to the government, they will be bringing in contraband. Idi Agbon seized their contraband outside. He did not allow them to clear it. Idi Agbon no hear any word. That man was the only man that could rule this country. Tunde Idi Agbon was the only man that can rule Nigeria. He ruled Nigeria with an iron hand. If we had done 10 years of Idi Agbon's iron hand, Nigeria would not be a problem today. I put it to you, all of you saying that the government, if the government is not corrupt, that the lack of corruption or the absence of corruption will trickle down to the people. Idi Agbon and Buhari were not corrupt. Why didn't that lack of corruption trickle down to the people? Why did they remove them via a coup d'etat? Why did they remove them? Because the corruption in Nigeria is not the ruling class.
When we go to Europe, sorry, I want to take words from you. Sorry to interject. we go to you to open accounts. All other countries are opening accounts, but Nigerians, they don't give us accounts. So I started asking questions. Why? Why are we? Why us? Like, this is unfair. I don't like the way they're doing. When they started giving me the history of Nigerians, I was like, I was ashamed. I was like, why are we like this? Like, it's not even in Nigeria. Now, we're not in Nigeria anymore. We're not under the Nigerian government anymore, right? We're in a different country. And you are hearing the atrocities. If there are like 80 crimes, financial crimes, any crime that has to do with black people, Nigerians are like 70%. So it goes to show that this thing is a we thing. It's us. We are the problem. Like, we are.
See, brother, for those of you that did not remember, why did they have to wage war against indiscipline? Why was it such an issue? 1983 was 40 years ago. Why was there war against indiscipline 40 years ago? If the people are not the problem, why? Make person answer.
Daddy Freeze, I can agree that Nigerians are corrupt. Everyone has got that corruption gene in them. But your leaders have to show example to the people that you are leading.
Buhari and Idi Agbon showed the example. Did it work?
No. We cannot keep on using that as an excuse, because our leaders have to be held accountable for the offices that they sit in. There is no accountability from the start to finish. And that is one of the problems. They did a debate in one of the secondary schools here in the UK on the Nigerian family, and they were asking, if you were to solve Nigeria's problem, what do you see? And the first thing most of the students were saying that there is too much money in Nigerian politics. And that is a fact. Most people in politics in Nigeria are super rich. Whether they had money before, they double it when they get into politics. Politics should not be a means of you being rich. I jump on the train almost every day with my MP going to London from Brighton. I don't see him with armored car and police guards and all that. He jumps on the train with me. We get on the tube. We discuss. You can't have that environment in Nigeria. Everybody is rich. So you have to reform the whole political system in Nigeria for Nigeria to work. It has to be seen as a place where if you're going into your House of Rep or you're going into the Senate, you should earn more than a lecturer in a university.
My brother. Well,
you have to reform the system, because it's not going to work. You can see somebody that has not even gone to primary, secondary school, and before you know it, he's a governor. And you kind of think, what the hell is going on?
Who voted him in?
They don't vote in. Everything is rigged in Nigeria. Nobody votes anybody.
Sorry to.
That is what I'm saying. Nobody votes anybody in Nigeria. You cannot get a free and fair election in Nigeria, full stop. Let's not deceive ourselves.
Can I say something, sir?
Okay, yeah.
Right? Yes, they rig elections, right? But the level of patriotism that will be amongst the people, you can't rig it. Let me give you an instance. I take, for instance, the state election, for instance. Right? I saw how those in Abia voted. And even when they called the person in charge of the results, that is also a civilian like myself and you, they called the person to corrupt, to like tamper with the results. The person was like, "I'm not going to do it." That's what they call patriotism. I'd rather die. Oh, hold on, rather die than because
Rather, bye.
I'd rather fight than do this. This is a sin against myself and against my generation, right?
Okay.
So there's a level of patriotism we will get to, whether you are good or bad. People will tell. It's just that to shift ourselves from the point of blame. We like to blame it on one system or one. Look, the so-called leaders are from the masses. They are a product of the masses. Whether we like it or not. When I went the last elections, I see some long lines on APC. It's not the rigging. Now let's leave the rigging apart. Keep it aside. I saw long lines on the APC people. I'm like, how is this going? How? I thought we all agreed as one Nigeria or have one voice. Sir, we don't have one voice. We have.
So what is one voice? What is one voice? So you I think make a jump.
Okay.
See, the problem is right. If an Igbo person supports Peter Obi, it is all good. If a Yoruba person supports Tinubu, it's corruption. So we think come with the one voice.
Let me
Let's be frank. The last election was voted on tribal lines.
No, hold on.
The Igbos voted Peter Obi. The Yorubas voted Tinubu. Even some of the Yorubas, even Peter, even Tinubu lost in Lagos. It wasn't a problem. So there's nothing like
can I say
one voice. Let people be able to vote. And again, you said something. You said that look, the leaders are from the people, 100%. In the UK, you said, the MP jumps on the train and all of that with you. Nigeria is not going to get to that level yet.
Why not?
Because, my brother, even the people themselves, they will be the one to castigate the leaders. They will be the one to tell you, oh, look at you, you've not built this, you've not built that for yourself, you've not done it for yourself. Even the people want you to be corrupt. Even the people want you to drive fancy cars, build fancy houses. They are not even ready to make you work. They always want to compare you with whoever you took power from.
I don't
they
know.
always remind you that the other person that you took power from, had many houses, had fancy cars. You want to do the right thing, they wouldn't even allow you to do the right thing.
Okay. Can I ask you one question?
And even maybe look back, before UK got to where they got to, how was the system? What were they doing?
Okay, let me ask you one question. We've been ruling ourselves now since the British left, right? With all these corruptions, these billions of naira that has been stolen and things like that, right? Can you count on your fingers how many people has been jailed for the money that has been looted out of Nigeria by politicians? That they have used this person as an example, they have used that person as an example. Can you count on your finger with all this corruption that's going on? No.
That is to show you that the people, that is to show you, because even the judiciary,
what the problem is.
Corrupt. Everybody. So nobody accountable. So even if the judiciary are not doing the right thing, why are the people still voting these people? Why are the people still protecting their own? See what happened in Kogi, for example. The people cannot even rat out, the previous Kogi state governor. They're still protecting him till today. So who are the problems?
It's the government. It starts from the top.
That's the thing. So the judiciary are not doing their thing. The people are not doing their thing. They will still protect them because now their own TFB.
100%.
No. How did we get here? I just don't understand. I just don't know how we got here. I remember I schooled in Nigeria. I went to primary school, secondary school. I've been in the UK now for 20 years. I remember when I was in secondary school, right? Our education was free of charge. You didn't have to pay. That was in Nigeria. You will go to school. They will give you books, ruler, math sets, bag. In Nigeria, when I went to school, secondary school was free. You only had to bring your uniform. So what has happened? I went to school when Ambrose Ali was the governor of Bender State. It's not Edo State, it was Bender State then. So if we can do it then, that was during Awolowo time, Azikiwe time I'm talking now. You know? Nigeria was working. So we can get back there. It's we that ruined it. Nobody else ruined it. We ruined it ourselves. And there used to be tap water in the house in Benin. Tap, no, we're not talking of borehole. Tap water. And we have Ministry of Water Resources. And I bet they have still got budget allocation for those ministries today.
It's not working.
I know. But we have Ministry of Works and Water Resources. That budget is being
Please, guys, if you want to share your opinions, please send me a DM. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. If you're watching on TikTok, pop my money gun. Go on, my brother.
Yeah, so if the system itself is working, it does not matter whether it's an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, an Hausa man, an Efik man that gets in there, the system will prevent him from being corrupt. So it wouldn't have to be whether you're an Hausa man or whether once you go in that office and you mess up, you get held accountable for it. But nobody does. All you hear is, oh, this one stole 80 billion naira. This one stole 200 billion. What actually happened to them? Nothing. And that's what the problem is. So your common man on the street and seeing your leaders that should be setting examples, doing all these stupid things, and he thinks, I want to get a share of that pie when I get there. Because all these people that have done it before, nothing has happened to them. They can still roam around the street and nothing happens to them. So I don't blame the common man. It's the leaders that set bad examples. There's no role model leader you can look up to and say, oh yeah, this leader is really, really good. Like everybody is saying Donald Trump, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is one man. Why don't we have our own leader that can make decisions and say, look, if you mess up, if you do this, if you do this is what's going to happen to you. Is he going to die? Why can't one set an example? So I think the political system, can you imagine that a senator in Nigeria earns more than the Prime Minister of the UK? Is that not disgusting? That a senator's wages in Nigeria, in Naira, when you convert it, is more than what the Prime Minister of the UK gets. For doing what? I don't understand that country. Honestly, I don't. I don't.
Say I. If you say I, you don't say nay.
I don't understand at all. I just don't understand.
Person perform, just doing their gum, just chilling, and they have like 6 cars outside of them, each of them, and they are just there to like share the national cake. They don't really give them about the average man, and I feel that they get into position, they get into power with the mindset that they are here. It's like a settlement. It's more like a retirement plan. They don't see it as something they came to serve. They don't come here to serve. They're like,
it's silly though, because how can you come in as a governor you do 1 term, you do another term, you finish that 8 years. Then from there, you want to go to the Senate.
It's like career, sir.
It's crazy.
It's career.
It's crazy. You are in Europe. Have you seen where a governor of a state or then he finishes, then he wants to go back into politics and go as House of Rep or something? They do their time, they're done. They want someone else to do it.
And when they go there, they have this mindset that I want to build a legacy. I want to do something that remember me for, which is something that's lacking in Nigerian politics, right? We do things based on, they're more like, let's go there and just pack this money for our family members. That's it.
The thing that annoys me is all these politicians, they come over here, they see how things are working, they know how it works.
Right now, I'm going to crash out because whenever I see them, and I know that these people have been here before,
they're just wicked.
Yeah, hold on. In fact, I see that their kids, some of them live here, right?
Yes.
But I'm wondering, when you come out here, when you go to the United States, when you go to Australia, don't you feel ashamed of your own place? Like, don't you have a feeling like, I'm not doing enough? Like, look at other leaders. And the part, these people know how you treat yourselves in Nigeria, and they won't treat you any better. So most times we are demanding respect. That's also the issue I have with black people also. We're always demanding respect, but we don't want to earn the respect. They won't treat you better than your people. In fact, let us be honest. They treat Africans here better than the way they treat us in Nigeria. Let's be honest with ourselves.
They're only after your money here anyway. It doesn't matter what the politicians do. They will still respect them.
Now let me finish you. There's nobody coming to that. I'm scared of bad boys in Nigeria. I'm scared of police. Our police is more like bad boys with uniform. They come and they be like, come here, come here. Like, you know how boys going on the streets, come here. What I carry in your pocket? Like, you get what I carry in your pocket. Like, I was going to my tailor one certain time. That was the reason why I left Nigeria. So I was going to a tailor with my sister. I just took, I hadn't showered then. I was like, okay, let me go to my tailor, get my, I needed to make a cloth as fast as possible for an occasion. So I was in the boat going. The boat driver was a woman. She was pregnant. So we were driving to my tailor's place. And they just stopped the car. They're like, you stopped. I was like, out. And then search the car. That's my business. So you open the car. I was like, what do you want? They're like, hey, man, shut up. You know how bad boys behave.
Yeah.
They open the car. They're like, young man, come down. I said, okay, how may I help you? They're like, first of all, enter that van. I said, sorry, is something wrong? Are we having, what's the issue? They're like, you want to speak English? Okay, you want to speak English? I'm like, okay, I'll follow you. I'm like, I won't argue, I'll follow you to the station. So I get to the station. In my mind, when I get there, I will have to see the CP or whoever is there, like station officer or the DPO, or like, someone to listen to me, right? Like, I don't know So I go to the police station and I saw the broad buses of young people. And they attached them to us. We are like 20 persons. And someone of the police officers was complaining, was like, these other police people are always bring to our station so they can collect money. They will need to pay matching grant. Like, I think let me understand. This is called the Central Intelligence Unit of River State. So I got down. I was like, okay, in my mind, I'm going to speak my mind. I want to like tell these people what's going on and what's right. This is the Nigerian police force. At least someone there must be, reasonable. So get there, and when they got down, they were like, everybody submit your phones. I didn't have anything to hide. I felt like, okay, maybe it's part of what they do, So I put my phone, and one policeman was also writing. So one boy was like, this is wrong. This is more like kidnapping. What have we done? Mind you, some of these boys were just 17 and 16 years old. So I was like, the guy was writing, they're like, he'd be like, say anything I'm not before a police. When I reach police station and I'll sabi the law. Don't worry. So he said, everybody pull off your shirts and your jewelry and whatever and keep it here. And I don't understand that. I was like, sorry. I said, hold on, sir. Sorry. I don't understand what's going on here. I think this is, nah, you see this slap, my face, a German slap you gave to me. I slapped me. I was like, what's the meaning of this? This is wrong. So I stopped out of the interrogation room. I was pissed. I was like, oh, who is here? I need to know my rights. Sir, I was speaking these things. I thought that maybe someone would be like, okay, what happened? It was as if I was already dead and my ghost was talking and no one could see me. No one was doing like they will. I stomped out. Like, what's going on here? I need to see. He just came out, strolled out, held my trouser, and dragged me inside and marched me to the cell and said, I'm not going to write any statement, nothing for me, that I should call whatever I want to call, that nothing's going to happen. And each of these boys started billing themselves 100,000 naira, each of them. Each person. I was like, oh my God. Like, so, in that kind of a system, where I'm scared of police, I'm scared of bad boys, I'm scared of being kidnapped, I'm scared of any bad thing you can think of. Okay, there was one time, there was no power supply at the Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, right? And I asked the sick, and I said, sir, since there's no power supply for the past 3 days, what part goes on life support? He said, no, why not? Like, casually. Yeah, no, why not? And he called out the country, and then when you come out here, you want to start demanding, I know what do you know, you're right, who are you? They will not better. They can't treat you any better. They can't treat you any better.
Sorry about your experiences and all of that. You know, in this case now, who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame the system, or are you going to blame the political class?
Are they governors? Are they president? Are they not people like me that register themselves on forms and they enroll them in the police? Sir, I don't know. I don't know if I'm wrong here.
The whole accountability is very key, because at the end of the day, my brother, like, even if you report them down, there's no accountability. Straight up. And just because they have some influence somewhere, they're just going to be behaving like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they have Nigerian power and watch them get intoxicated, at the slightest, it gets very
Even in that Europe, even in the country that you are right now, and advise you to be careful of the fellow Nigerian. Just looking down on everyone.
Like, they told me that, hope say as you don't come like this now, hope say ID shine. I said, sorry, what do you mean by that? Just find one person now, use and get documents. I'm like, is that what you guys do here? They're like, bro, you need to take like sharp. I'm like, is that what they call sharpness? I thought we came here to study and do things and, get a life. And like, oh, don't get that. You don't be Nigerians. You get sharp. I'm like, so exploiting others is what you call intelligence. Manipulating people. Defrauding people. Is that what you call... No. But I knew that it's a real problem. It's not just the government, right? I'm not saying the check cannot start from there. What I'm saying is, it's a we problem. All of us. I think it's a seed sown by the system, which was built by us also, that has gone corrupt us, and the current generation currently, like it's like corruption is what we breathe in, is what we eat, is what we live for, is what we do every day, is what we can buy for.
It is funny because everyone is looking at the president, but we have councillors, local government chairmen, state house of assembly, federal house, senate, governors. We have all these people. Are we holding them accountable? Do I know my councillors? Do I know my representatives? Am I holding them accountable? Am I calling them out? It starts from there,
Whenever some people come and meet me, we'll do our Republic and the rest, they want to meet me, like, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. Hey, I think if we split, we're going to do better. I asked them one question. I always ask, what makes you think that if Nigeria divides, that your states or my states will do better? They're like, because, we're not one. I said, the reason why we're not doing well, let me ask you, okay, do you have a governor? He said yes. I said, how many times have you held your governors accountable? How many times have you held your senators accountable? Your commissioners, your minister, how many times are accountable? Then there's silence. No one can say anything anymore. I said, so you've not even held those around you that are the leader. That are from the same tribe yourself, right? Some of them might be Hausa, some of them might be Yoruba, And these are the people that are from the same tribe, same clan as yourself, that are leading you into doom. You've not held them accountable, but somehow you do that when you guys are split from the whole Nigerian, then you will do another place not come back.
Sorry, oh.
Baba, you go.
No, I just go arrange some things. I didn't want the conversation to be affected. So, guys, continue.
Okay, no,
DF, sorry, man. I have to go, but please, DF, when they come Australia, when are you bringing church? When are you bringing your fellowship here?
Very soon. I guarantee you, very, very soon. I promise.
Send a ticket, I will come.
But thank you so much, guys. It was very, very nice being here. I need to run. Thank you so
God
much.
bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you too. All right, the conversation continues.
Yes.
It's
Go ahead.
For me to feel that the moment you become patriotic, that's when the change will come. That's my own final take. No one's gonna tell me anything different. If you have something different, then let me hear it. But my own take is the moment patriotism becomes the core of every Nigerian citizen, then we'll start talking about change. But for right now, whether we put Atiku or we put Sahel Rufai, all of them, for me, are the same. We are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. Because first thing we'll do is see road, shit on top road where people they pass. Train station, you can just stay. You don't do this for hassle. You just they come out the scene. If you get on the like, are you not an animal? Like, how do you? And people will be like, who cares now? Who cares? Why are you complaining? Why are you like CBI? I'm like, how can you dedicate on something that was built, an infrastructure that was built the public? It just comes here from one car, put it down there.
But the thing is, we need to unlearn. Nigeria needs to unlearn. Because it has been a gradual process. It didn't just happen overnight.
That's
It didn't. Before you walk up that Ikoyi, before when you go see the road be like say you take for Europe years and years back, you know. So the country just deteriorated slowly but surely, going slowly but surely. Well, we need to unlearn a lot of things, and there is no consequences for any action. You know, I can be a governor today, disappear with 10 billion naira.
No one's gonna ask
come back. At first, I've got the money to.
All right, we've got somebody who just joined us. Let us hear his own point of view.
Okay, yeah. Hello, Daddy Face.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Mike. Actually, I've been following what you've been saying so far.
Yes.
I agree so much with everyone's opinion. And in my own opinion, I think I live in UK anyway. So there are a few problems we have in Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria these days, it starts from the grassroots, from the masses, from the street. Everyone in power, they all came from the street. Take, for example, the governor of Ogun State. Now, when Osoba was a governor, he probably was in university or whatever he was. And he was one of those that were condemning Osoba those days. He had so many ideas in his head how Nigeria problem could be solved. But when nation gave him the opportunity, so many years after, he got there, he was even doing worse than Oshoba. Why? Because everyone from the street, we all corrupted. You give the money to a little child to go and buy something for you. Give somebody 500 naira, call one little boy, go and buy coke or whatever of 500 naira for me. You want to get little from that money, you're going to have it cut off. So all these little things from us
It's what it become, because all everyone from that stage go to grow to come to government. So we cannot blame them up there. They have to be blamed in a part, but the majority part is everyone in Nigeria is corrupted. Even abroad in Nigeria, even in Nigeria, you can't employ them. They don't want to work. So all these people, when they get in power, what they're going to do? And we're going to blame government? Government. Is it government or the Nigerians? It's no problem with Nigeria. It's Nigerians. That is the problem of Nigeria. Like Daddy Phil just said. I've been following Daddy Phil for so long, and I so much love him. I listen to his preaching. He's the only person, the only preacher I do listen to, because I enjoy the fact he speaks. So the way you reason as well is like 100% we match. So when you look at Nigeria problem, so many things is wrong in Nigeria. But we, the human beings in Nigeria, we are the problems. When all those senators today, they used to be on the street. They used to condemn those that were in power those days. That's what I'm telling my elder here. So why is it getting worse every government, every regime that comes?
Thank you.
When Shagari was there, I was still in secondary school. Shagari, they compared Shagari regime to the previous one. Oh, it is too tough, it's too expensive. Shagari went. Another people came, another set came, they came back to Obasanjo again. Then we started, during the time of Shagari, things were so cheaper, things were so better, life was easier. During Babangida, things are better. Obasanjo went, another one came, it was worse. Another one came, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And the reason is our mindset, as long as we still hold this same mindset in us, we see opportunity in everything. Look at UK, for example. If they want to spend £1 billion on a project, there are things they're going to consider. Number one, they're going to consider time. Is it going to save time? Is it going to save life? You understand? And the third one. So if they look at all those things they put in consideration, but in Nigeria, the time we're going to sacrifice time for the money we want is reverse. Here they want to spend money to buy time, but in Nigeria we want to take the money out. So people go to waste time, life, sacrifice life for the money which you have spent to save life. Look at the roads in Nigeria. Every day in UK, they're repairing roads. Every day. It's nowhere you go, you're not going to see road work. Every day. It's money they're spending. And why are they doing that? It's to save people's time, to save people's life. But Nigeria is in rise. We want to invest with that money, no matter how many people are going to die. In hospital, the money they should put in the healthcare, someone is going to take the money out, and people are going to die. So
Bye. Please don't say.
Sorry. People are going to pay. So why? It's the greediness in us. I don't know at what point. Maybe it started from, maybe we had bad government at the point, which poisoned everybody from top down to the bottom. But that disease is inside everybody. A guy of 10 years today, by the time he's going to grow up, get to the power, it's the same he's going to do.
Somebody wants to join us. Who can come down? I need one person to come down.
I come down.
Okay, please. No. You just came. So stay. Continue what you're saying.
I can come down.
All right. All right. God bless you. Lovely time hanging out with you.
Okay. And you too, by face.
Bye.
So that is just my take. So we cannot be looking. What's the name? The current president now. It cannot do any magic. I said, if Jesus Christ, as holy as he is going to come from heaven to come and rule Nigeria. As long as he's going to work with Nigerians and his delegate,
Finish.
It's going to go back be crucified again.
Finish.
So Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. Either from top or bottom, everyone, we all have that thing, that greediness in us. You can, a friend of mine, I introduced him to a guy who we went to school together. He was going to build a house. And when he was supervising the site for this guy. He got to a point they were going to do painting and some other things in decoration and the thing. The thing he went to price, the estimate he sent to my friend, it was overestimated by over 1.5 million naira. I was so ashamed. In one thing, just one goal, you want to get that money, regardless of what he's doing. Everything he's been doing from the beginning, he's been overestimated them. But the guy just decided to send someone else to go elsewhere and collect the same thing. And at the end of the day, when they look at the total, it was 1.5 million naira overestimated. So that kind of people, that kind of mindset person is going to be in power. What's he going to see? Opportunity. So I give the gentleman just come to have a say now.
No, sir, how are you doing, brother? What are your thoughts?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
sir.
brother.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Daddy Freeze. I greet everybody. Thank you, Daddy Freeze, for giving me this opportunity to join the house. Thank you. About what we have been discussing, I've been following you. To be honest, it's really appalling because I believe Nigerians, sorry to say this, we not get conscience because the way we lie, it cut across everywhere. I think we lie without conscience, you understand? And the phrase, I was happy you made mention of Tunde Diagbon. Anyway, I live in London. I've been in London for years anyway. So, you made mention about Tunde Diagbon's regime. My own honest opinion, I still believe that if we get a very God-fearing military guy that will sanitize everything before we rebuild again, because as it stands, we don't get control. We don't have anything.
So a God-fearing dictator, like, right?
And you know that name when they give an dictator.
You know.
They make her look somehow. There are still some good military guys that believe that.
Like the one in China now is doing well.
I mean, you understand? You don't feel compare Nigeria to China now, to be honest.
No, you cannot.
You understand? So, because this democracy we call democracy is not working out.
Not working for us.
It's not working out because if you look at it, we are not getting anywhere. We are not moving forward. Look at our brother yesterday, Bwala. He disgraced more than 200 million Nigerians.
Ah, God.
You understand? I listened to that freeze analysis earlier on. You understand? Say the guy for at least change statements. Say, I said it before, but now I'm on a different path. That would have saved us a lot of all these disgrace. You understand? But anyway, as I said, I don't believe so we'll get country because this democracy is not working out. Election is not going to help us. It's still going to be the same cycle. You understand? I'm 56. I know if you talk waiting, I know if you talk say this one are waiting, I believe say democracy don't do for us. You imagine, look at the references that the phrase made about today. Waiting if you talk about democracy. I'm not saying that military should take over, no, but like I said, if we get a God fearing, because we get that God to when we do and say man. You get my point, because I remember those days our papa went on behave where they kick people for road when they see army with Koboko. That is what we need. You understand?
Yes, now.
Yeah,
that's what happened during Diagbon's time.
See the way old adults, they misbehave for road. Adults, they misbehave. You understand? It doesn't make sense. This democracy is not working for us. Let us be truthful.
Well, I think, sorry to take also, I think that if, like what you said, a God-fearing person
military guy,
an authoritarian person that will take over power and imbibe discipline for a period of time to bring forth a new generation of persons that are going to be thinking different.
all this set of politicians went down, they make all of them go rest. They failed us. They failed. And if you see, sorry to say this, the good ones, not ever they get chance, get opportunity, they spring up. It doesn't happen. Look at what happened in Senegal, that young guy that became the president in Senegal. Do you think that guy will have that kind of opportunity in Nigeria? We wouldn't. Because the rich are so powerful that they press everybody down. If they're not fit press you, they will buy you. You get my point. Everybody get price for Nigeria. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Daddy Freeze, for bringing me up. I did work. I just joined a little bit.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate your contribution.
Thank
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you too.
Thank you, boss.
That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Quite a few people are sending requests. We're rounding off, but I just wanted to hear.
Let me finish. I'm going off, sir. So the other person can come in.
No, there's space. I just need space for one person.
Okay.
So if one person goes down, there's enough space. We've not heard from our women. Daddy Freeze does not talk. Daddy Freeze, all they do is gossip. Oh yeah, come and talk. Come and put mouth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come put mouth.
Daddy Freeze. You know, I've been following you for quite a long time.
Oh.
I'm just one of your guy fans, you know.
Thank you so much for that.
I started following you because I was also a church goer before. So when I had that conviction that going to church is not necessary, then I came about you. And it's like the thing, my thought was the same as what I had in mind. And I was, who is this guy? So since then, I fell in love. I don't miss your preaching.
Oh, thank you very much.
I tell you something, I tell people, the only person I can listen to when they're talking about preaching is only Daddy Freeze. So people around me, they say, oh, your guy, you know, they call you where's your guy? How's your guy? Even at work, I listen to you. When I'm at work, I listen to you. Everywhere, Daddy Freeze.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's like we just have the same mind when it comes to religion, the philosophy of life, and everything. I think you are really doing a good job, Daddy Freeze.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate you with what you are doing. Your Bible knowledge is top notch.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
It's really crazy, honestly.
Thank you so much,
the way you analyze everything is mad.
Thank you so much.
You know what I mean? It's too much.
I think it gives an unbiased take on certain things that some persons are not bold enough to say.
Exactly.
That's the only issue I have with Sir Daddy Freeze, I have more issues in the way he causes people. Sometimes I'm like, it's not even worth.
Oh, it's lovely. I love it. I love the way he calls them with that Ibadan.
I feel that sometimes some responses are not really like, just ignore them. Like, they're not really worth it. Like, and sometimes it makes him switch his mood sometimes, and I don't really like it. But I'm enjoying a flow of thought frequency. There's a flow, and this person's coming and interrupt it, and sometimes it makes him digress, and I don't buy it. I'm like, sir, can you just ignore these persons and go on? Like,
it's not that easy.
It's not easy, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Is it that easy?
I have also put myself in some positions before where people started saying things. At first, I was like, I won't say anything, but at some point, I'm like, you know what? You are this, you are that. In fact, your people are this.
Yes, now you just find yourself in that position, you realize, yes.
I don't know if you notice it, right? Whenever you're talking, you start off very, very brilliant speech, very brilliant take. I'm like, okay, I'm locked in. And suddenly someone just comes from nowhere and disrupts it. And then it takes you to like another 10 minutes of, it just like destabilizes the thing. I'm like, why is this first of all, I'm pissed at the person that comes to say those things. I think maybe you should have like a moderator, someone that like kicks out people and stuff like that. Because sometimes I do speaking sometimes, and I know how one comment can just, scatter what you had in mind. Actually, you had a focus, you had a target, and someone just comes and like breaks that chain for a brief moment. It can also alter some kind of things. I don't think that it's really worth it, because when you respond to some persons, you don't like say your IQ does it. You like say if your IQ does it, let's say
You go just the drop, yeah.
You're wondering how can't you give a constructive criticism? There's a way you give criticism. There's a way you say things that is offensive, and these persons just come and just open their mouths, wow, and sometimes I feel so irritated, even as a listener. And I wonder how the speaker is feeling. And he, in turn, he responds to these things. Even if you might not want to do that with the negative energy, but it also, there's an influence on what he's saying. And I don't like it. I don't like the way, sometimes just pay no heed to that. I think sometimes I should just close the comment section. There are ways time for questions. You can accept questions or something. I don't know if that's possible, because some person just come and I'm like, do you cross the road with this kind of brain? Like how do you think? And some of them are so biased. Some of them are so they don't even have facts. They don't even have anything. They don't read. There's nothing they know. They just come.
Sorry, someone said you go soon collect rapture or God advisor. Someone just wrote it there that you soon collect rapture or God advisor.
Like that now. Don't be your IQ does nothing like this. He's done.
Look, someone said I think Bwala don't hit Abba Bob Marley before. So they refer to you as Bob Marley. They said that if Bwala don't hit you before.
No, but you see, he's making sense. It is particularly difficult negotiating through the comments that we have here. It is particularly annoying.
If you have a question or you have something you're not okay with, you can ask the question rather than just. You can ask the question also constructively, because the way you ask the question, you sound so stupid.
Yeah.
And there's no, you sound intelligent. I mean, you sound curious, not from a standpoint of foolishness. Curiosity is not foolishness. So, some persons just come, just I don't even know how to even put it, and I find those people annoying. However, I have to keep a positive spirit and just endure their comments. The funny part is that the real listeners are not typing. The real person taking notes, they're really studying or doing their own research. They're not typing. They are trying to get what he's saying, then compare it to what they know and filter out what they like, make their own findings. But see those ones that are always commenting every 2 seconds. Nothing did their head. I'm telling you that if you engage them, like one of them, there's someone that added me from this session concerning a certain debate. He added me on he came into my TM, and then I engaged him in a debate. I'm like, okay, let's talk as adults, as two people that have a level of logical reasoning. Bring your fast, let me bring my fast, let us discuss. Never take lights. He's just saying, you cannot tell me, what do you think you know? You know more than I'm like, are you serious? Is this why he added me? Like, seriously. If you want to engage me in a discussion, bring logic, bring facts, bring statistics. Let us talk. Tell me your level of rationale. I will judge you by that. But when you just come and just say, I don't know why he's even asking. That's my own, I don't know why he's asking them. Because some of them are annoying. I'm like, no. These people are not there. They're not worth it. And it's like, that's why sometimes I listen to Louis Farrakhan. And when I see
brilliant mind.
When I see the way he handles questions, and sometimes you see the questions are like, these are not really questions, these are like an attack. And I see how he just smile. In fact, the one way he smiles, you know that he has already called you a fool, but he didn't say it He didn't say it. I don't know, sir. I don't know if you actually follow him, but you notice the way some persons come at him with all their prepared bullets to like strike him down, and he will just gently make you look stupid.
Mm.
Some persons are like, "Oh, you buy this person." He's like,
Come in.
You don't. I apologize for this. Now, you that
Can
answer
you?
question you're looking for
This night.
then he starts to educate you. It's my bit.
Okay.
And then you understand that you know that Lord, I'm stupid. I've just insulted myself in this whole congregation. That's how I built. Soon that if you sing at that level, you just like you just sound like what do you want to say, young man? You say your question is what? Where are you from? No, Louis Farrakhan can never insult you. Nah. You know, answer you now. Baba no go answer. You no get your time. As you talk, the best smile. You go wait. You let me talk finish. Sometimes you go even call you. Okay, talk finish. Talk finish. You go can't start. Ask your origin. Tell you about your life story. Tell you how you take. No. That guy is a brilliant mind. I don't care. Son of Islam.
Yeah, but the fact is like we are different people. We handle situation differently. You understand?
This is different. What I'm saying is that
exactly.
As much as you pay a bit of attention to those negative comments or those comments that are lacking in rationale, automatically as a sound mind is going to like alter to a certain degree, even if it's a very small degree, your like frequency you have. It's like there's this other guy, Sadhguru. Sadhguru is another landsman that no matter how much you come at him, he will just ignore you. You have people like this. He's a very known person in the whole of India. But when I hear him talk sometimes, I'm like, Baba, he gets sense. Like, have you seen some persons come at him like with all their tools, like to humiliate him in public, and he just gently bring you down. And I think maybe he has zero tolerance for bullshit.
I swear.
Himself said it got anger issue. It's got anger issue.
Yeah,
so someone like that, when you go to come, when someone is trying hard to bring all this information to you, and someone just going to sit down there and be typing this rubbish thing, it's extremely annoying. You understand? So it's not everyone that can just laugh about it or ignore it. It's going to be one of them you want to use as a scapegoat. That, okay, I'm going to shake me for your father. It's like, so it's going to take one as a scapegoat, you know what I mean? So people, Nigeria, you should know our mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing we do.
I remember they're dealing with Nigerians. That's so. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised.
No, it's not everyone that has the patience I have. You know what I mean?
I was giving my own opinion here. Some persons that don't even have the balls, they don't have the grit to even speak their mind. I just say, "Oh God, I'm not. What I say, Peter Obi." I'm like, are you dense or did you fall as a baby with your head? Like, I don't understand why you're just bringing us. You don't have anything. You don't have anything that is of grand reasoning to offer to that discussion. You're just there as a. How do I put it to you? Like, you're so insignificant in the crowd, but you want to make your voice heard by your comments, and it just goes to show your level of reasoning. If you have something to say, apply for the live. Come on live. Let us talk about it. You give me your own take. I give you my take. A good for a good. Maybe they do for comment section, they talk. Apply for live, people talk. Come on live. That you want talk for live, maybe people hear, maybe over 200 persons hear you. Get sense. Don't say get sense. If you don't get come, you go show. You dey come here, come comment section. Invisible you no go vibe picture, you can't talk.
Wow.
Anyway, guys, lovely hosting you tonight.
All right, sir. I really appreciate this.
And I really appreciate you guys to pop my money gun as you're leaving. Pop my money gun on TikTok. Church, tomorrow, don't forget, 1:45, we will be live and it will be amazing. Take care.
Yes.
Yes, Nigerian time, 1:45. It will be
Alright.
amazing. Take care, guys. God bless you.
Alright.
And
So where do you pump the money gun, Daddy Fish?
on TikTok.
Okay, let's stop. Okay.
I don't know if you
Okay.
guys are on TikTok. On Instagram, you can't do much except I give you my account number. On YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. And on Facebook, by my stars.
Okay.
So
Alright.
take care, guys. God
Alright.
bless you. Thank you so
Love
much.
you, Lord, Daddy Fish. Take
Good
care.
night, everyone.
Night.
If you're watching on TikTok, pop my money gun. Super chat, super stickers, and super likes.